bullish trend in
Happy
play.
Sundays, forecasters. Carlos Diaz here from Omegavus Trend with a quick update with specifically a crude oil trade opportunity that I've been waiting for quite a while. Overall market tendency at the opening of the market after 6:30 today, Sunday, for this foreseen potential week on crude oil is the expectancy of a buy setup that we've been holding for quite a while. We're going to move into the specific at this point. Here's a daily chart that we've been monitoring for quite a while, and the market basically has been sitting duck between a 61.58 to 59.78 range bound area, and the purplish areas that you can see here are massive support zone, which are overlapping three synergy zone, one on top of each other. This being the first one, second one, and the narrower one, or the darker one, being the other one. So, having said that, our goal here is to identify potential opportunities into this market. Now, as of this earlier afternoon, the market shows some intent of a push, and the
Bullish
OT
trend
is
in play.
indicative of a buying pressure happening as we speak. I noticed that the strength of the M20 to daily on the bigger time frames on the OT has died out. This was way above into the 2 and 300 until Friday, and now they're like half on the strength right now, shifting into the buy mode. That translates into the opportunity that we might find the setup moving forward. So this could be a great opportunity for us to consider ourselves a buyer. So on micro contracts, I'm going to place a trade as we speak. Maximum risk factor is going to be right below these areas, and we already have targeting on the way up that are still expanding, and you can see it in these ranges or areas. I am aiming for a potential target into this region here, the 71.90. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but none of us know about the future, right? So it's impossible to understand that's going to happen, because this purple level is the main objective that we're looking for, and then we have this one right here, the 63.85 range area. All right, we're back, and I updated the levels for your benefit, and this is important, right? So that we can test into what can we expect moving forward. So since based on structure, we need to break above the prior swing high. That is also what we identify as a potential resistance zone, right? Number 2. So basically, these two are the core drivers of the decision point. If we break further higher, then we are into a new bullish tendency. But that prior swing high here, right, from July high, it's important to be taken in consideration, right? Most likely the intentions are for the market to try to go between the 67.50 and 68.05, which will translate that as one of our main core targeting. So as we're on into a 5 contracts, the first iteration of the contracts will be 2 contracts off around this area, leaving 3 contracts open, which then leave one of the 3 remainings on zone 2, anywhere around these 2 levels, 65, 64, 66, 62. Then I'm aiming for the 68 even area. That will be the 4th contract, and leaving the last one for potential extraction of a swing mode. That is, if we don't get stopped out before, as the market progresses from this area into the upcoming zones. This is the expectancy that we are aiming to go for in those contexts. Is the pullbacks that we need to be aware of, depending on how aggressive the market behaves as it continues pushing forward. Okay, but we got plenty of time. This is a daily chart, by the way, so this might take the week, it might take 2 weeks. God knows. We'll see about that. Dropping into a 4-hour chart, this is a very promising upward bullish bar that we can see that they pierced through the prior swing high. If we drop to a 1-hour chart, you understand what I'm talking about. And it's just basically, you can see on this 1-hour chart, this was the most important structure that we found, and we just broke the structure. I'm talking price action structure. We just broke above that level. And before that, then we have this lower one where the market basically, it's coming from a swing low, rejecting the power zone inside of the big zone, came up above it, back on it. Look how the power zone held strongly, closed above it, leaving it swing high, came back into the power zone again, not being able to break the prior swing low. This is a bullish intention or tendency until a propel bar just closed above 1, 2, and 3 potential prior swing highs. That is indicative of an intended move to the upside. Most likely, we will see an intended price propel towards the 64 to 65 area, preferably to the 65.90 to 66. I will not expect much of a movement all the way past through there, but basically in the bigger time frames like daily, that's most likely what we are expecting. And if you make if you go back and make a really rational study in the prior swing highs that the market is being coming on this kind of weird price structure sideways, that's a conglomerate of area that the market tend to gravitate to go for until come back again. So anywhere between 64.95 all the way to the 69 could be a range for us to start liquidating positions and break even point and let the last one in. So either way, this seems to be a very decent opportunity. And from the standpoint of risk reward ratio, I think this is just going to be a great opportunity right now. All right, so let me know what you think. Remember to validate your trades based on your objectives, depending how you use them, whatever the signals that you use to pull the triggers for. Make sure to validate it always with the OT. That is absolutely a game changer, right? To validate that the consensus of the intentions of the market behind it is very strong, and you basically go forward with it and manage the trade accordingly. Let us know how you're using the OT. Let us know what you see on the crude oil or any market whatsoever. And we wish you the very best of success on the upcoming week if you're trading the energy market, specifically for the crude oil, right? Stay tuned as we will be releasing later on through the week the next upcoming opportunities on the indices on the swing side of things, and we'll take it from there if we have the time to share them with you. All right, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.